Rag pickers abode Simapuri. Abode is place of living. These rag pickers, they live in Simapuri, which is on the outskirts of Delhi. Most refugees, Bangladeshis, fled their country in 1971. Many Bangladeshis came to India as refugees in 1971. Their dwellings, structures of mud, tin and tarpaulin with no sewage, drainage or running water. Their houses are made of mud. For roofs, they have either tin or tarpaulin. They have no sewage, no drainage and no running water also. They have no facilities. Only boon valid ration cards enabling them to buy grain. The only thing which they have is they have valid ration cards which enables them to buy cheap grain. Happy to live in an alien land which provides food grain than in their motherland without grain. They are happy to live here even in so many hardships in a strange land. India is not their land, but still they are happy to live here because at least they are able to manage food which they were not able to manage in their homeland because of floods and other reasons. Their fields and houses had been swept away. In Bangladesh, there are many sea storms come. It's a delta region, that is why it's a big disaster there. Picking garbage and rags earns them their daily bread, roof, livelihood and a means of survival. By picking garbage, selling those things, they manage to live. They manage to afford their bread, roof, livelihood, and it is a means of survival for them. A chance rupee note or coin in garbage sustains hope and life in children. Children are very happy when they find any coin or rupee in garbage, and they are always very hopeful that they might find even more. So, garbage has a wonder for them. They like to scrounge in the garbage. Rag picker sahib's eternal yearning. To be comfortably off, enjoy pleasures of childhood. Sahib, he wants to go to school also, and he yearns to enjoy pleasures of childhood. Lead a comfortable life. Play tennis, wear shoes. The author sees him standing outside a tennis court, watching people play tennis. He is content to stand there and watch because he knows it is beyond his reach to play the game. Sahib's conflicting step forward. Picks a job in a tea stall, earns 800 rupees per month. So now, though he is a child, he takes a job at a tea stall and he earns 800 rupees per month. Encounters author while fetching milk in a steel canister for tea stall owner. Appears burdened and forlorn. The author asks him, is he happy? He looks away. He does not answer because he was overburdened now with duty. He was duty bound. He had lost his freedom. He was no more master of his own self. No more a free bird and a master of his own self. Now a bonded laborer with surrendered freedom. He had surrendered his freedom for 800 rupees and now he had to do whatever his master tells him to do.